Here we go, fingers crossed this is it and I've figured out how to work a microphone. Let me know if this sounds right this time, hopefully. Had to mess around with the settings there a bit for some reason. I've recently got an Elgato, the HT60, and for some reason it was messing up and the only option I was getting for sound was to go through the Elgato, even though it wasn't actually plugged in. And his vocals, nice one and good to see you session. So I'm going to just collect a couple of things I've got to do here, just until people join, and then we'll run through the Ant-Man event and have a look at it. I'm pretty excited to see what it should be like. Increase the audio on the sound effects. I've turned off the music. If anyone wants the background music on, let me know, but I figured it'd be more of a distraction than anything else. So I've turned that off, but I still do have the sound effects up. That was quite nice. 5 of, what was that again? Laser torch. There isn't any game video. Please tell me that's some kind of joke. Oh my word, does not. 1 second. This should pop up in 1 second as soon as I click this. There we go. That's us now. That's not good. That's really not good. Oh, tell me you can see game video now, session, please. Please, please tell me you can. Otherwise I'm just going to bed. Be here now. Fingers crossed. I need to put a timestamp in the video once it goes live. There it is. This is only my third stream, in my defence, and OBS is a little bit tricky to use. It's nothing like the PlayStation when it was a case of you just click the button and that was it, you were away and streaming. I did like that. I'm looking forward to going back to that at some point. Hey Steve. Right, let's have a look here then. Hardest Ant-Man, you can mean in level 55. We'll work our way through it. Here we go. Not even started it yet. I like the fact, I didn't notice it at first, but you've got Wasp just sitting there on top of the Get Heroes sign. That's pretty nice, and of course you've got Giant Man there as well. Yeah, sound and video at last. Apologies for that. That was not good the first time. I had no sound. The second time, OBS being strange. I needed to double click on the BlueStacks source even though it was running. Strange. Yeah, hopefully we'll get the Avengers Project, whatever that may be, on console. That'd be nice and easy to stream. Right, I've had a very, very quick look. So I've noticed you get separate energy from your campaign energy. Looks not too bad to actually refresh. 50 cores and it gives you 100. And looking at the rewards here, so there's no Ant-Man shards on this one, but I believe there's maybe special ones where you get the shards. Or in fact, this is what it is. Looking at each of these, it's telling you all the shards you can get as you go through them. So let's do that. Let's start running our way through them. We'll have a quick... This is just loading in. Ant-Man, it's not in his tiny form. In case you were wondering, that was some kind of in-joke there for a second. It's just loading. The model looks pretty nice. I do love Nick Fury's model. Deadpool we're going up against by the looks of it. Oh, Wasp and Black Widow, nice. That'll be as far as I'm aware from reading the patch notes. Yeah, I read about it was to do with, I think, the engine that they bought for Gazillion, which is strange because I didn't really hear good things about the engine. I heard it was a bit of a mess and it made the simplest tasks really complicated, and that's why content was so slow in the game. So I hope they got it cheap. That's all I can really say. So only Ant-Man is allowed here. So we just hit ready. And here we go. I can't wait to see what their story mission's like. The last one was great. I think it was Trion or Tri people that done... What's the name of the game with the big portals are opening up everywhere and all the enemies come out of them? I can't think of it. I think you actually played it, Sesh. The MMO on PC. Can't think of the name of it. But it was bought out by them, but I don't think they're going to do anything with the Marvel license part. Let's see, I'm actually going to up the volume a little bit and the sound effects. No, not Warframe. It was I can't even think the name of it. Hey Zap, we're sorted now. I had a problem with the video a second ago as well as the audio. Yeah, and Marvel aren't, Disney even aren't going to really give the license to a lot of people. They're going to be quite strict about it after what happened with Marvel Heroes, I imagine. So use Ant-Man's special ability to ability block an energy, an enemy even. Use his ultimate ability to slow all opponents at once. So let's see. Attack primary target, copy positive effect, and clear. So that's nice. It's a bit like Yondu. Wasp is an ally. She also gains the copied effect. That's really nice. And for the special, we have attack primary target for 160% damage. Always apply ability block. So always, that's nice. Can't be dodged or blocked. Yeah, I can say with almost absolute certainty there's no way Marvel Heroes is coming back. The brand, there's countless reasons, but for me, would you put money into a game that shut down after 5 months? The brand is damaged beyond repair. There's no way anyone would put money in it. No chance. It's done. So let's see the ultimate attack, all for 110% damage and apply slow to all targets. Nice. This is why we heard rumours about Ant-Man and Wasp being able to counter the current meta, like Kingpin and Crossbones, and so we go for the ability block. We'll go for ability block here. Not that we have to worry too much, I don't imagine. It should be nice and easy. Nice animation there. Oh, nice. Giant Man. Awesome. I did wonder for a moment if we would see the not only the shrink part of it as well. That's awesome. I like that. That was really good. Loved that animation there. Nice. Uppercut. And let's see what we've got here. So this is the ability block. We'll use it on the tank to stop him taunting. Let's see the animation on it. Well, that's the one we done first turn, wasn't it? We used it on the Merc Lieutenant. Seems to be charging quick. I don't know if it's got infinite charges or it was strange. It seemed to go up very quick there. Rift Online, that's the one. That's the word I was looking for. Nah, it's not going to happen. Jets fan, not going to happen at all. There's certain things you can say with a degree of certainty, but I could say with certainty it's not going to happen. There's so many things. The engine was a complete mess. The game probably was an embarrassment for Disney with what happened to it, with the allegations about the CEO. There's no consumer trust. Like I said a moment ago to Session, nobody's going to buy to it as well. I do believe that the way it works with the servers shut down, that all the information was on Gazillion's side and that's all gone. So if it was to come back, everyone would have to start from scratch. I don't see people doing that. I'm certainly not going to re-level 38 characters level 60. I don't even, if it did come back, honestly, I don't know if I would play it. Yeah, there's just far too many variables. If there was maybe one or two, but there's far too many. And I need a drink because it is roasting here. Yeah, we just need to wait for Avengers. I don't mean to be a bit of a kind of downer when I'm saying so strongly how much it won't come back, but I wouldn't want people to get false expectations and think, oh, it's coming back. It's not going to happen. Well, that was nice. I did like the animations on him. Yeah, starting from scratch. When it actually closed, I had farmed the mega set, and it's a pity we didn't get to see them properly. Right, so there's 500 of these left and you can get 50 a time. And we've used 6 energy, so that's interesting. Right, I probably want to go up higher and see if some of the other ones give us a better ratio between the actual currency and the energy usage. I can't think what I was saying a second ago. I've forgotten now because I got distracted there. Hey Douglas, good to see you. Afternoon, it's, what is it here? Next. I think this is the first time Quake's been in a cutscene as well, so that's interesting. The reason I'm so interested in that is this is where I get my pictures for the thumbnails for the in-depth reviews. I grab them from the cutscenes. Let's see. We'll go with this team, or It's going to be really easy, so I don't know if anyone wants to see me running with some other teams. I think you need to do easy, Alan. I'm pretty sure you do. Jump back a second. Clear a mission to auto win it on easy medium. Ah, okay. Right, let's try that again. I've actually not even had a look at all yet, Douglas, unfortunately, so idea. There we go. This is better. We're doing the hard one. Apologies for that. I thought you had to run through them all there. It's obviously going to be a waste of energy doing that, so good shout, pointing it out. Yeah, straight for the hardest. Good stuff. If I do an event guide for it, I'll need to mention that. I give credit. Right, we'll quickly blast through this because we've already done this one. Yeah, only need to do hard. Right, here we go. Yeah, definitely saving energy. That will be more efficient. So it's ability block on Merkle Tennis. Take him out before we worry too much about slow. Even though this is hard, I reckon this should be pretty easy, this first stage. Later ones should be easy as well, because I've got all my characters at level 60. Right, we'll go giant here. That's some animation, I really like that. Just the perspective from him. Full. Thankfully I've got people out there keeping me right, which I most definitely need. I need people keeping me right. I'm never going to complain about that. Bottle with 50 core refreshes and only end up with 3,000. 5 shards. Oh no, that's horrible. So it's going to take, I think he unlocks at 45, so you're talking about 10 days or so to get him. What I will do is I'll hit the energy a bit harder and see if I can get him quicker than that. Yeah, the animations look fantastic. Just every character that's coming out, like the last one, Mordo, looked great as well. Love how he shrunk him there and the gun just dropped down. Drop rates for getting orb fragments and doing auto win is really low. It's just going to be the same for actually running through it manually though, I suppose, isn't it? Hey Sorian, good to see you. Just running through the harder version here. That's nice. I really do like that animation. There we go. We'll work through it quick because I'm actually on T-Rated Arena, so we can show off some of that as well. Yeah, there we go. Right, I need to spend a bit of time and figure out. So I suppose at my level there's probably no point even doing the lower level ones at all, I suppose, unless you use all the rewards. So you get this once. This is for the first time of doing it. And then this could be the random one, I imagine. It will, if you look in your roster now, Groot's now been added, so hopefully it won't be too long. Right, we'll go in with this team, why not? This should be probably pretty quick with this team. If anyone's got any requests for teams they want to see me run for the rest of this event, then let me know and I'll switch some characters about. Otherwise I'll go with my top 5, just so we get through it nice and quick. We play these levels because some of the cutscenes and some of the script and so on is pretty good, and it was a pity in the earlier events when you could only see it once, especially the Deadpool ones. Deadpool ones were great. Right. I'm hoping we get a level that's got Wasp. You can even let me know. Assassin is the one where we get to try out Wasp for a minute or two. That'd be nice. 1.6, which is an escort mission. Okay, good stuff. Bear that in mind. Take in my trusty hand sentry. And I think, and is it shield operative or medic? I think it's shield medic I've got up at level 7 now. X-Bones, Mordo, hand sentry, Thanos and Yondu. Sounds like a nice team. I'll go for that one next. AoE team Drax, Crossbones Quake for AoE, Black Panther and Gamora. Black Panther's not actually leveled and he is a character, he's a bit in it. In order to get the most of him you really need to level him up a fair bit. Let's use Crossbones here. So I believe with the patch, the way the scaling of the damage works is they smoothed it out over his levels. So as a result of that, I believe possibly Crossbones got a damage buff, believe it or not, which is pretty cool. But overall, once you hit level 7, it won't be any higher. It's just they've done the scaling a bit more consistent for the levels. Let's see, Drax, Gamora, Quake, Crossbones, Yondu. Yep, nice team. Been playing around with a fair bit of Luke Cage. I'm just hitting any skills here in case anyone wonders what I'm doing. I'm not really paying attention. But I've been playing around with Luke Cage and Drax. That's a really good combo. Really like them. Night Nurse, of course, I'll take her in for the escort mission with that double heal. Actually completely trivialises raids now. In a way it's good because you don't need to worry about the med kits anymore, but when I think about it, there's just no challenge at all to raids. I just auto them, but in a way it's good in the same one, so just auto it in 5 minutes. That's my 50 energy used up. Ugly mug, thank you. Will do. Thanks for popping in, and thanks for keeping me right at the start with the sound and the audio as well, or the picture even. See you later. And there we go, that's another level done. So I was hoping for Ant-Man we would potentially get the chance of having him in the store the same way Mordo, because I wouldn't actually mind every couple of weeks buying a character like that if it means I can get the guides out nice and early as well. So let's see this one here. So this is 20 energy. Get a nice amount of the, what is it they're called? Ant-Man orb fragments. Of course they'd be called that. Okay, mentioning the Wasp. Hoping we see her in a cutscene, that way I can get a thumbnail made up for her. If not, then I'm sure she'll appear once the Wasp campaign hits. And I just realised there, Jets, I just done exactly the same team. Sorry, let me try that other team for the next one. As long as chat doesn't go up and I miss it. So who was it again? So Crossbones, Mordo, Hand Sentry, and Yondu, right. Let's see if I can remember that for the next one. I'm just going to hit auto here. I don't think I have to worry with this team, to be honest. Get a drink, it's roasting. It's like, for Scotland at least, it's 32 degrees here, which is really warm for me. I know other people in certain countries that would be nothing, but for me, I'm struggling with it. Let's see your B team for Blitz, Gamora, Korra, Winter Soldier, nice, Hand Sentry and MRC. I'll play that later on, then I'll get some thumbnails made up nice and easy, and I actually quite enjoy making them, and they look pretty nice as well. Iron Man is really good, and he was, I think it was yourself Douglas that was saying it, but Iron Man, I know when you mentioned the Guardians of the Galaxy team, and that's one I was thinking of with all the crit. Could be fantastic with that. I think Rocket would have something like 50%, which would be fantastic. So Mercenary, what is MRG then? I can't think. Mercenary, I'm thinking Royal Guard with the RG. Yeah, his animations are great. Spectrum, they really are. I don't know, I wasn't looking at the screen there, but I don't know if you've seen the one where he turns giant. That looks fantastic. But with Iron Man, it's a difficult one. He's definitely high tier 3 with the rating system I use, but I wouldn't really argue too much if someone said he's not any higher than that. It's just because he doesn't have any utility. Mercenary Riot Guard, that's the one. Cap, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Thor and Vision. So who do I normally have on that B team? Let me think. So I've got Cap, Black Widow, so there's no Quake. That could work. You've got the Vision for your ability block on your first turn, so you're stopping a few characters. That could definitely work. You're basically, that's the team I run, the team I run, you just don't want to use him otherwise because he's just far too slow. Hey Traff Mike, good to see you. Yeah, they look good. What rating do you think they'll be? I have no idea. I don't want to jump ahead and see a rating and then I'm wrong, so probably the hardest part about doing videos is initially when I started in-depth reviews I wasn't really going to even do a tier system, but I've done it, and I think it's the part that everyone looks forward to the most, seeing to rate the characters tier wise. But I'll take my time with Ant-Man and see if I can figure it out. It might take a bit of time, so it's looking like, from what Assassin was saying earlier, it could take like round about 9-10 days potentially to get him. Right, so the team I had to go for, chat's disappeared off screen and I don't want to click off here, so remind me again, Jets, what team we were going for. I'm going to put in who I think it was. Let's see how good. In fact, I think I've got... don't think Mordo will be doing much here because he's relatively low, so it means his focus will be low, so he won't be applying his debuffs as often, but we can give him a try. I'm pretty sure this was the team. Yeah, I'm cutting back a little bit. I don't know if you've seen the community post the other day as well, just kind of had burnout recently doing so many, doing all the reviews, and it's not only doing that, it was doing the Marvel Heroes videos as well for about a year and a half or something like that, and it was around about 500 videos I'd done in a year and a half, and then the game shut down and they all went away. Jumps near enough. Well, I suppose I had a month or two when I was doing my Friday first impressions, which was pretty good fun, playing the likes of Neverwinter and Warframe and so on. Hey Scat, good to see you. And then it was just into Strike Force, and from there I've had it pretty hard. So I've got a good selection of videos I've recorded, and I'm going to release them a few days apart, because then that means personally for myself, rather than night, then I might get the odd night off, because if I burn myself out then I'm going to make mistakes in videos and they're not going to be as, I was about to say polished. I don't think my videos are never really that polished, but they maybe might be, I don't know. I think it's good that I have a little break now and again, I suppose. Right, here we go. We'll see how this team gets on. If it doesn't do good, Jets fan is to blame. So who do we want to put the buffs up? Ant-Man, Wasp, Black Widow, Iron Man and Cap, definitely. That could be nice. That was not bad. Tech team could be interesting now, I suppose. Throwing Vision. I wonder how Vision could work along with Ant-Man and Wasp. Really need to investigate. Thank you. It's just small mistakes and things I miss in the video that kind of annoys me, because my videos aren't perfect, but I'm a perfectionist in a way, and I try and get everything as best I can. If there's little small things I miss, and inevitably that will happen, because I think by and large when I do my videos I do them myself. There's a lot of other creators that interact with each other quite a lot. I don't really do that myself, whereas I've got only myself to bounce ideas off. I do have Rain as well, an alliance mate. He helps me out a lot, but I think that's how sometimes I do miss things. But for that reason, I am happy to re-upload a video if I do miss anything, and if I do, let me know in the comments below. I'll always give my rationale, but if I'm wrong, then I will admit to it. Hey Cray, good to see you. Thanks for coming into another stream. This is so warm here. Don't actually worry too much about how I'm using my attacks here, because I'm not really concentrating on them, because the team is so powerful. In case you look at some of the order of skills I'm using and you think, why is he doing that? That's really silly. I'm more just trying to keep an eye on the chat more than anything. Once we get to 1-6, I believe it is, that's the difficult one. So I'm curious what Wasp's animations would be like then. Number 2 in arena, doing message retracted. Does that mean you jump down again? You're not number 2 any longer. Yeah, I think I got to 46. That's the highest I've been, and I'm probably going to do a video showing off the team I used for that. Number 3. That's still pretty good, to be honest. That'll be quite nice rewards for that, actually. The initial soft launch blitz really is quite tough. So Wasp event doesn't come just yet, and Ant-Man, you basically run through these missions and it looks like you can repeat some of them, and you can actually buy separate campaign energy for this, and you get orbs, a bit like the Deadpool and Thanos orbs, and then you open and you get a chance of getting different shards. So fingers crossed I get 18 for my first 3, and then we would be sorted. Thank you, Youngs. I don't think everyone believes that though. What was that I had the other day? I had messages that I had to actually, sometimes if people say things like they have trouble understanding, I'll say, well, keep enjoy the videos, keep watching, and in time you'll get used to the accent a bit. Sometimes people are a bit less complimentary and I'll leave it up, but the other day I had some messages of someone that I had to delete. I'm not going to say what they were, but they were really a bit over the top, to be honest. It's like, yes, I've got an accent, but I'm not even going to repeat what these messages were. They're really not good. Thank you. Chicken or headless, whatever you prefer to be called. Will you open the orbs from that Ant-Man event? Why not? That'll make the stream a bit more exciting. No, it wasn't you, headless chicken. When I'm thinking about it, the person was saying something about... I'm not even going to repeat what they were saying. It really was over the top. No need for it. I don't mind a bit of banter now and again, but this person definitely crossed the line. But that's the thing, if somebody does that, they cross the line, then it just takes me one click to mute them, and that's it. They don't know they're muted either, so they can continue to spew their nonsense and waste their time, and no one else is going to read it. That's good to hear, Douglas. Mr. Chicken. Mr. Headless. Mr. Chicken. Once I actually spoke to a customer in work, and he came through and his surname was Pepper, and I looked at the title when it came up on screen and he was a doctor, so it was Dr. Pepper. Took me a moment to realise I'm not going to manage to speak to this person without laughing. Is there any other teams that anyone wants me to actually look at here? Make sure we're not on 1.6 yet, we're on 1.5. So let's see what it's saying. Secure a crate. Next person, that Ronin Scientist Supreme, Iron Fist, and I've actually got this with other really bad characters. Well, Punisher, he's not really bad, but he was on the lower side, and I've got one more here. Who's the other one? Bullseye. I'm not running that team, so no one ask. I could run it for a laugh though, but no, they're not leveled very high. Yep, that's exactly it. Spectrum, it's like any accent, to be honest, it's different. Let's see, is the mute for in-game chat live? I believe I've only had to use it once for someone that was spamming, but I just jumped back to YouTube and I right click the person and it's that easy to mute them, to be honest, so don't have to do it often, thankfully. What week? I've not actually honestly had that great a look at the update just yet. Hopefully it's one way or the other. Can I stream some on the side? Not the kind of stuff I watch, unfortunately. I've got a team they want me to use for this next node. If you do, let me know. The orb drop rate is... I've not fully figured that out yet, Dinesh, but it looks like it's... I don't really know yet, to be honest. I would need to finish these missions and then go in and open them up. So full hand, full villain. We'll try full hand. And then the subject of full hand, when I was talking about some videos I've got already and good to go, one of them will be a guide to the hand, which is quite a good one to do. It's quite fun. I've got quite a few videos ready to go, but as mentioned, I'm spacing them out a little bit so I don't burn myself out any more than I am already burnt out. Right, so everyone got 5, you got 15. Mr. Chicken, very nice, well done. 10 shards on first pull, you're killing me. I got my 4 gold orbs today from the Merc event and every single one was 30,000 or 42,000. An alliance mate got 2 that had 1,000,000 each in them. I just have terrible luck. Suck, because obviously the sooner I unlock things, the quicker I can get videos out, but I have terrible luck. Can use a team of only chicks. Maybe do that for one of the later ones. We've got to them. They're a pretty awesome looking team. They really are. I have a huge schlong. Nice. We'll maybe get to see the mute button. 500 orb shards. I'm actually burnt out. I've been burnt out for quite some time, Douglas, but I'm stubborn, if nothing else. So I've just been carrying on despite being completely burnt out for about the past year. I think it's a year and a half I've done 800 videos. It's a fair bit. Yeah, I'm the same, Cray. Pretty terrible luck. Done the 100 premium orbs opening and I didn't get a single 50 or about 100 of them. Come on. Has anyone here tried Battle Lines yet? The new Marvel card one? Because I actually got access to an APK and I downloaded it and it seems quite interesting. It seems to be very badly optimised. I've got a good phone and it runs like an absolute pig, considering this game runs great on it. But it seems interesting. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of nice combos, Saurian, definitely. Venom, yep, that'll be great. I think we've got Groot is now in the roster if you scroll down, and I believe we were advised that pretty soon, I could fail this one due to this team, I should maybe concentrate, that Star-Lord and Loki will be coming sooner rather than later. Oh, does Ant-Man have the Avenger tag? I've not even looked at the tags yet, to be honest. And I need to actually concentrate a little bit here because I realised I wasn't doing that. Some of these characters are a bit on the lower side. I've not even read her, to be honest. Just started the update. Well, yeah, started the update, started the stream, got the sound wrong on it first, on it next, and then third time lucky got it running. So just jumped straight into the update. I figured it would be more fun to do that. Discover the update live. Really used to enjoy in Marvel Heroes where when a new character would come out and I would level them from 1 to 60 in one go. So he is an Avenger, awesome. I leveled them 1 to 60 in one go, and then after that I'd run through the Cosmic Trial and Mega Trial. That was good fun, really good fun. Trying to come up with a build on the fly that was our first pull. Nice, Justin. 2 more of them and you've got them unlocked on day 1. I wouldn't like that though. Yep, Groot's in the roster, definitely. Well, they're buying the engine, Cray. I don't know why, because supposedly the engine is a mess as well. But that's what they were buying. They weren't buying the game and the license, they were buying the engine. Star-Lord, Groot and Loki, nice one. Loki will be fantastic with Mordo, because more often, so that's an amazing combo. And I'm just actually wondering who else I could run in a team like that. I like that team because it's like quite powerful characters that look really good. Like your Avengers team and so on is pretty good fun, but I like the mystical teams, the over the top ones. I'll even leave it to you, Douglas. You can have an idea. You seem so. Who would work with Loki and Mordo? That's your homework for tonight. Figure that out. For the last few levels, just so I'm not wasting any energy, I might actually just run my best team. So we've got a ton of hand here. 7 enemies remaining though, fair bit. No one here. Turn-based or active? A bit of both. I don't really have much of a preference, to be honest. Turn-based are good in a way that if you need to put it down for a minute, you can do that. But really, I honestly don't have any preference. Just jump about different games. Not very often I get a chance to do it these days. I used to play a fair bit. Like better watch Gummo end up not actually 3-starring this. Hopefully Hans Sentry will have his evades back up pretty soon, and that will help out the survivability. A nice little combo there with the two characters. I actually had it happen with Nebula and Gamora the other day, so it was nice to see the two of them fighting side by side. Active sounds good, to be honest. I'm fine with that. Active or turn-based. Loki, Yondu, because Yondu's Mystic, isn't he? Is he? I think he is. Mordo, Thanos, Doctor Strange. There's going to be combinations out there though. Offhand I can't think, but I know there'll be some right cracking ones. I think we lost the character there, so we're not 3-starring it, but it's not a problem. I can jump back in with some of the energy I've got. Go through it with my Avengers team, then we'll smash it. Ant-Man's animations really are great. One of the big strengths they have, well I say one of the big strengths is, though I was looking at all the characters and how they all fit in and do you need all of, because he provides energy, but I don't know if I would sub Star-Lord with someone else, because all that is, you need Rocket and Groot. You definitely need the two of them together because of how they synergize with each other. And I would say you need Drax because Groot isn't a conventional tank and not going to drop Gamora, so you're only really left with Star-Lord, and he provides ability energy. Do you need that, or could another character work well in there? Like Douglas came up with the idea, and it was one I'd had myself, about running Iron Man in a Guardians of the Galaxy team, and he'll give the crit chance to Rocket and crit chance to other characters, and he in turn will get crit chance from the likes of Gamora as well. So that could be a really good combo. A revive team, that's actually a really good idea, Justin, because thinking about it, let's say Nobu, Loki, when you then have the potential chance for Loki's summons to be revived and then wiped out again, meaning more energy. Nice. Like the sounds of that one. Yeah, the animation's amazing, cray. It's the whole perspective that you're looking down on the characters. Really like that. And it's huge. How would I test that? I'm trying to think. There is a level Cosmic 3.1, 3.2 where you get to go alongside Loki, and I suppose all I need to do is a regular basic attack and then call in summons and then do the basic attack again. I'll test that out later tonight. A few more levels here. So this is the team operator, right. There's so many good combinations for teams, and I know people do gravitate towards kind of what they call meta teams, but there's still a lot of great combinations of characters and how they work, and it's only going to get better and more diverse as more characters come out. So we're scratching the surface here, really. Character wise, there she is. Awesome. I'll be making a thumbnail for an one. Oh hell yeah, I'll go see it. It's just getting time. I've still not seen Deadpool movie, so no spoilers anyone. And it's just due to time, which is a pity because I was really looking forward to it, but I'm actually going to drop out. Oh, in fact, sorry, this is the protect mission, isn't it? Let me just stop what I was doing there. So we'll go for Cap, go for Black Widow, we'll go for Quake, because on protect missions, generally your character needs to go Kingpin and Hand Sentry. This should be a doddle, hopefully. Deadpool dies. No! I did read one or two spoilers, unfortunately, for it, but I won't say them in case anyone else hasn't seen the film themselves. I did see Infinity War twice. so I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think the whole thing, Casey, is it looks like it's maybe about 9 or 10 days to actually unlock Ant-Man, but if it's a free hero, it's not too bad. I suppose he could be locked behind something else, and other characters such as Deadpool and Thanos, I think they took around about the same time to unlock. Right, so I need to concentrate slightly for this one if it's a protect mission. Probably going overkill here with the defense, but why not? And what I'll do is I'll up the speed a little bit here. Although saying that, I actually won't, because we've got Wasp and we want to see her animations, and the same for Ant-Man as well, for anyone that's just starting the stream so they can see them. We've been running for, if I figured out how to even check it, you've not missed too much, wasn't? I do appreciate you coming in again. Wouldn't be a stream if I wasn't jumping in. So we're just running through the hard version of the Ant-Man event, and then once that's done we'll be opening the orbs and we're showing off some Ant-Man's awesome. Man, the energy refreshes at the moment because my characters are actually getting pretty high. I get quite a few up at 7-star. No worries, James, thanks for popping in. Yeah, the drop rates are really low. They do get especially low when apply slow to all targets. This is awesome. They do get especially low when you've just about started up a character. The number of times I've been at 6-star 299 shards, and it takes me 2-3 days to get last shard, but I refuse to refresh the node because I know what it's doing. It's happened too many times for it to be a coincidence. So we're just really surviving here. We don't want to really worry too much about taking people out. Thank you, Cray for the mega chat. That's awesome. Thank you. I'll get some extra tickets then and see if we can get them unlocked sooner rather than later. I don't actually know yet. Skaska, his animations look great. Actually, I had a look at any of their kits yet. I'm going to stun Wasp. Although in doing that we won't see her animations. Update wise, again I've just jumped straight into the event. I know we've now got chat block, so that's pretty awesome. And why is it saying more on undergo maintenance? It's an old message. And we've got chat block, which is great. I know a lot of people were looking forward to it, but I would rather not have got a level cap increase, although we're getting it I think with Wasp, to actually our goal to level up characters as it is without another level cap increase. And I would rather just see it stay at 50 or 60 even for a while. I know it's probably an unpopular opinion, but hey Sherry, good to see you. No, I don't believe that anyone was nerfed. Crossbones was buffed in a roundabout way, believe it or not. There is a talk, well, there was mention with some of the guys that were at the studios about some of the buffs being pulled down at 30%, but they would still be strong with that. But it was just talk, it was nothing more than that. Yeah, surely there's no more maintenance to come up. Apply a fence down on everyone. We don't need these guys because the next group of characters that drop in could be difficult, but it's worthwhile applying a fence down on them. Yeah, definitely. I hit the game pretty hard and I've been playing it for a long while, and I don't have that many characters at level 60, so for it to go up to 65 again, I think they're just trying to make more money off OXT and various numbers at the end of his name, because he's got everyone maxed out, so you'll need to buy a lot of gold to get the... Should he will. Exactly. Awesome. The bots will be gone, which is good. And it can just be Hulk puns we have all the time. I never really understand those bots. I know they potentially maybe write some kind of program and they just leave it running, but how many people click on these? Really? Anyone? You really have to be not the smartest to do that. Definitely, I wouldn't complain if the gold was weekly, especially with the level cap going up. Especially due to the fact that Let's see. Oh no, it's not the orbs you get, of course, it's the set amount of gold actually. I think you're probably looking at about 1.2, 1.3 million at level 6. That would be nice once a week. How do you unlock Black Widow? Well, I played the game in soft launch and you could farm her. For regular players, you need to get lucky with premium orbs. I think they've maybe done one blitz for her. So let's see. I just realised we're inside. I don't know what it's called, but this is what the whole thing to do with the movie. The background. Somebody else can let me know the name of it when Ant-Man shrinks down so small that he's microscopic almost. I know it was mentioned in the first film. I'm just laughing at James with a 500 free power. Yeah, that could be a good idea, Douglas. Another tier to challenges, nice. If that's the case, that makes sense with the level cap going up to 65. I was about to say, if that's the case, we can try some, but of course we can't because they're locked. We would need to wait till a Sunday to do that, to have them all unlocked. The Quantum Realm, that's the one. That's what the background appears to be by the looks of it. I would say this is probably my most reliable team that I can run with here. That's alright, James. It wouldn't be a very good stream if I didn't chat. Well, it means I make some silly mistakes when I'm playing the game because I'm not fully concentrating on the actual game. I'm trying to concentrate on the chat more. I'd be able to think how I would do if chat ever got busier and it moved fast like you see in some other people's streams. I struggle with at the rate it's moving as it is. Right, who do I want to sniper? Is everyone alright with animation likes of Ant-Man's animations? Let me know if you want me to speed it up or just keep it at this rate. Well, the orb drop rate is strange look, but I think we've had reports from people getting anywhere from potentially 15 orbs. There's not that many. We're looking at, I don't know, luck aside, you could be looking at maybe anywhere between about 4 to 8 days. That's just off the top of my head, so don't quote me on that. We'll save the slow on Ant-Man here for the next stage. I've not noticed, Casey, but generally after an update, if you look down the bottom right of the screen, you'll see the little loading bar because it's just to the game. So it could be that. So keep an eye out for that little loading bar down the bottom. It really is tiny. You probably will see it. Let me take out that sniper. He's got a fence up on him. I do like when they do combinations such as that. Hopefully we see more of them. I noticed the one with Rocket and Groot the other day where Rocket jumps on Groot's shoulders, which is great. 8 enemies remaining after we beat this current stage. So this is running on, for anyone that's kind of curious about the mouse cursor, this is running on BlueStacks at the moment. And there's a video, I think it's probably the pin video at the top of my page, tells you how to get the game running on BlueStacks. And Casino's got a guide on how you get the game extra nice on BlueStacks as well, and getting all the shadows and the physics and so on. Yeah, I think it is a game that I see people talking about it crashing, and then when I ask the devices they're on, it's normally older devices. I think it really does kind of give older devices a lot of trouble, but it's no surprise with how good it looks. Oh, actually jump back here because we've got the AoE on the boomer. I should have used it on the back character there. Let's see, 8 characters left, they're all slowed. I'll save the blind on Hawkeye until the next 4 characters come in because I don't know how dangerous they could be. Yeah, Ant-Man looks awesome, look, he really does. Every character they're bringing out, they're doing really well with them. System maintenance message. Hopefully it's not going to go down again. When would you finished it? It's good fun, these little missions. It's easy for them to do as well, I suppose, but they're good fun. 8 more shards, nice. Get it in the store 2 times and that's you sorted. That's Red Skull. I wonder when he'll come to the game. I can't think of any kind of tie-in with anything that's coming out that would make sense for that. After Ant-Man, what we've got Venom, so the Venom movie, so Venom could come out then, and after that is Captain Marvel or Infinity War after that. It's quite a bit of a gap, I think. Take out Bullseye. May as well use the blind here. They're almost beaten, but may as well go for it. Don't take any risks. Bit of luck when we open the shards for them. Fingers crossed. Dark Phoenix. Is the Fox, I think I read the other day, potentially it had, because I know there was it Comcast? We're trying to get in there, but I don't know if I read somewhere that it's now official. Because if so, I'm very curious what's going to happen with all these X-Men movies. Personally, I'd probably rather just decant them for a few years. It's really pretty awesome. The animations look great. Got 1 or 2 stages to go, I think. Here we go. 2 left. So before Ant-Man and the team can escape from the planet, face off against a tiny Thanos. Brilliant. Right, here we go. So Disney, I think it was that Comcast again then. I remember reading that although Comcast had outbid them, that Fox actually were still going to go with Disney. No, I don't take offence to that at all. Tony the Tiger. Right, here we go. Funny to think right now the characters are all supposedly shrunken and this is a tiny shrunken Thanos that I'm going up against. So we'll try and take out Gamora. Don't have anyone that can remove Thanos' taunt when it goes up. Although I think Hawkeye has a small chance of removing it. Your guaranteed people to remove it are, let's see, it's Jessica Jones and Hand Archer. They're guaranteed to remove it. They get insane amounts of focus to counter Thanos' insane amount of resistance that he has. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did hear that's the way it's going to go. I would like to apply ability block on Thanos, but I can't. I'll slow everyone down and show off that awesome animation again. That really is great. It really is that. So what would you guys like to see when it comes to potentially a merger? Like, I think they're probably best to keep X-Men on hold for a good while until people almost forget about the existing characters and you maybe get another generation of actors, not too long, but maybe something like 5 years or so, and then bring in some new characters. And they need Amos from The Expanse to play Wolverine though. He'd be great in the part. I can't think of his name, but if you Google it, Amos, The Expanse, see if you can picture him as Wolverine. Really quite hard look. I might have to concentrate here. I will be curious if when they do X-Men, if they'll stick with all the younger characters that they brought in, so they could reboot it in a way. I personally would like to see everyone recast, to start from scratch. Yeah, definitely, Roy. Amos would be perfect, wouldn't he? The kind of character he's got, he can be a bit of a brute at times. He's perfect. Yeah, recast and reboot. I would like to see if they get Fantastic Four back at any point. I probably mentioned this in another stream before, but I'd like to see Mads Mikkelsen as Doctor Doom. I think he would be awesome after watching Hannibal. Yeah, Game of Thrones is awesome. It's not till something like 2019 till it's back, 6 episodes, and that's us finished. Fantastic Four are a weird one, look, just because I think the reason I don't believe you can ever do Mr. Fantastic right live action and it's not going to look silly. It's just not possible. Invisible Woman's invisible. Johnny Storm looks great. Hulk, not the Hulk, sorry, the Thing. Just like honest. So I know they're good characters and they're interesting, but they're great in comic book, but live action versions of them, for me, I think it's a struggle to do them. Yeah, I know, of course, Mads was Caecilius. We've had a few instances, although maybe this is Fox Properties I'm thinking of. I was going to say we've had a few instances with characters overlapping, but as Caecilius, that's hard to say, Caecilius, I think that's how you say it, he did have a lot of makeup and he looked quite different. He had his ponytail and he had his strange look, so I think you could still get away with having standard Mads there. He was incredible in Hannibal. You know, you can play a ruthless character and one that's incredibly intelligent. He can pull that off. Not yet, Kyle, but we've got one more level to go. Gambit and nice crawler, definitely. To Iceman, just for the fact these animations would look great. I wonder if he'd be a summoner like Marvel Heroes and get extra characters. Restart your force closure game and restart it, Kyle, and that should work. Normally after the servers come up, the event isn't live just yet, and you force close your game and restart, and it should start up. So let's see. Ant-Man and the team return to normal size to discover the helicarrier under attack. Who are we fighting here? Pretty strong. Wow. Right, okay, this could be tough. I'm thinking here, should I go in with the likes of Night Nurse maybe? I could do it, could be quite a long fight. I might try that. Corrupted Vision. Okay. My main man Hawkeye. So we will... Where is she? It's got a few characters at level 7 now, you can see. Crossbones, Hawkeye, Gamora, Luke Cage, Shield Medic as well there. We'll drop in Night Nurse. We're going to try that. It generally works good for story missions with his waves and waves of enemies. Ah, okay, that's what it was, Kyle, yeah. The same thing with the Deadpool event where people thought they were getting trolled, where it doesn't allow you to select any characters because you can only play that one character. I think they do need to make that clearer, possibly just make the character like Ant-Man or Deadpool in the centre of the screen. I like the way that camera came down there, that was nice. Right, so there's 9 enemies, we've got Yondu here, right, 86k team, Night Nurse, keep Rocket locked down, yeah. Thank you, here we go, look. I'm going to get rid of Yondu first out of all these characters. We'll apply the slow here so that we're hitting 3 people. That's fine, he's got defense up, he's not got the taunt. And we've got slow on most of our characters. We'll go for the ability block here on Yondu. Stop him from doing his yak summons. Ah, he's healed. It's fine, we'll be getting some good moves soon, hopefully. No need to use Night Nurse just yet. Do we stun? There's ability block on him, we won't stun. What we'll do, we'll stun the Bruiser, just in case he taunts. Does that bleed be applied? Yeah, it is, perfect. Come in because it looks like it's maybe like the Guardians that'll be coming in, but let's see. Do this here, just so we're hitting 3 characters again. and don't actually want to use this just yet. I don't think. I'll hold on to it for now. That way we can hopefully time up the slow and ultimate on Quake for the next round of enemies. Yeah, when you go up against corrupted versions of enemies, I think it's only in certain campaigns, then they do have the red eyes. That was something they added with, I believe it was a Thanos patch. It's pretty nice, nice little touch. Groot does look really weak, but he looks incredible with Rocket, like really good. He's a funny character in that respect. Pretty an interesting one to rate. I'm not really looking forward to figuring out how to rate him based on that fact, because I know Groot pulls Rocket up to a alpha class in my opinion, but it doesn't really work the other way around. Like, it's Rocket that's mainly getting the buffs from Groot as opposed to Groot getting buffs from Rocket. Hopefully we're going to get some healing here soon from Night Nurse. Defense up on everyone. Fortunately Drax is taunting. That just looks so good. That looks awesome. That visual there, that looked really nice, you know them. It does look a boxing glove actually. Right, so we'll remove the taunt on Drax. And just to play it safe, we'll stun Rocket. Come on, Knight. Still not got the double regen yet, but we'll top Ant-Man way up. Take out Rocket as soon as we can. There we go, I think we're in control now. A ton of debuffs on them, we've got all our buffs and got a summon healing as well now. That should be Rocket down. There we go. Blasted right off the edge. Go for the Boomer next. He's low and he can do a fair bit of damage. And then this is the ability block. Drax has already had his second taunt, possibly, I think. So we'll put ability block on Groot. Gave him free energy that turn. You'll notice he gave him 1 energy, and then a moment later with the passive potentially gave him another 2. We'll hit up the regen here. We don't really need it, but we'll go for it anyway. Keep ourselves topped up so we're not taking any risks. Take out Star-Lord next, if we're not missing him. Right, let's see. We will speed up on everyone just to refresh those buffs. Look at all those buffs on the characters. Looks nice. Drax, once you slow him and you've removed his taunts, he's just a big blob. He just stands there. Yeah, it's great when he's got his taunts, but when he doesn't, that does apply to most tanks though. Stun Drax, so we don't need to worry about him at all. We'll jump back over to Groot. Could do a bit of healing on Cap. So once we've done this, we'll open the orbs. Everyone can cross their fingers for me and see how we get on. I will get the bare minimum, I always do. Then I'll need to figure out how to use the rest of the energy the best way, because I really do want to get Ant-Man. Getting some lag. Don't know why we're still getting that, because I went up to a 20 megabyte connection. I maybe need to settings in OBS. Apologies. I've got the stream down at 720p as well, so or maybe before I run the next one, if anyone wants to hit me up on Twitter and give me a list of settings I should be double checking, then let me know. There we go, done. You can see the downloading down there. $10 per 1 energy used, perfect. 360p. I've got a decent connection as well, so don't know what's happening. There we go. So that's leading into the Wasp event. Don't know when that'll come. It might be the next week or so. Right. So we need to hit auto to use our energy here, I believe. So if we look at, so it's possible wards 200 and it costs 20. Yeah, it's 10 per energy. We may as well do this one then, I suppose. Right, we've got that much energy left. So 200 for quite a few there. So we can only run that 5 times. Let's see if this is the same. 100 for 10. So we'll now jump down. Go back. I meant to hit auto with that. Run for your GPU instead of your CPU. It runs better. I can give that a shot. I've got a pretty good graphics card. I've got the RX 480. So it's a good card. So I'll certainly look into that particular aspect. Right, let's auto all these, buy some more energy. 300, that's alright I suppose. And then we'll jump down and it's still 1 for 10, that's perfect. Pressed the wrong button there. It's funny, I don't follow football myself, but that was a bit of a shocker. German. Buy more. 300, and that's them used. And we'll see. I wonder how long they stay at 50, the power cores. It'll probably jump up to 100 now, I imagine. See it? Yeah, Ant-Man's fantastic. Absolutely loving what I've seen of him so far. Yeah, there we go. I think that the ratio in hard appears to be 1 for 10 the whole for all the stages, so that's good. About 30%. Right. Yeah, it's up to 100 now. I'll do some hundreds as well, to be honest. Cray Cray is very kindly sponsored us to do some extra ones. Let's see. Looks like it's going to be energy. Then you get free at 50 and then free at 100, and then it'll probably jump up to free at 200. In order to get them unlocked ASAP, I'll run as much as I can. It's late on in the day here as well, so we'll go for it. And you think sometimes you'll buy the 5 shards from the store, it's not a good deal, but if you're desperate to unlock a character, you would buy them for the 450 power cores. So something like this in my mind is most definitely worthwhile. And there we go. Yeah, he looks pretty good, Ant-Man. So we need to think about the meta teams we've been using and how much it changes all that up. Do love the artwork there. Looks great. So let's go in. Well, actually, let's quickly go back just to the hard one again. Make sure I've done everything left. There we go, I can auto this. And that's us out of energy. If we add any, yeah, it's jumped up to the 200 now. So what I'll be doing is I'll be doing the 6 refreshes per day to get as much as I can. Right, here we go. Awesome, fingers crossed, thank you everyone. It's going to be interesting anyway, jamming. Moment, to be honest, is when I'm going up against Arena and you're getting your Kingpin and your Crossbones, drop in Doctor Strange and he can give them a lot of trouble. So there's characters there already that do shift the meta to an extent. Yeah, he sure could. I need to watch this later. I was on YouTube and I seen that we've got the 3rd episode of the Team Up Tales. The other 2 ones have been pretty great so far. Yeah, ability block's good. Let's see, I think we've got energy here actually. Yeah, okay. So this is campaign and this energy it gives you as well. That's awesome. Let me, for that reason, jump back to events. Have a quick look. I'm wondering if I look back at these, if you get one time. No, you don't. Okay. I was curious if you get the one-time rewards for each of the different stages, but you do not. So that's good to know. So this is done. This one's done. There we go. We've got 3 more attempts here. Turn 1 ability blocks what Vision's got. It is useful, but the whole thing with ability block is you're just delaying it and they'll use it eventually. That's why in some ways I like the blind, but it depends on the move, because of course if they're calling in summons, blind does nothing, but if Quake's using her AoE, then blind most definitely does. Yeah, I completed them all. Right, here we go. So that's me got the most amount I can get. I was spending, how much was that? 300, 450 shards. That was we spent. So let's go and open them. Is that only 3 orbs we've got? This rocket shown in the store there. They've changed the colour of the writing, possibly. Looks a bit different. You get all these little small changes every so often. I've noticed when you get into raids now there's a little glowing, so I've actually only got 2 orbs from all that. Rank Lieutenant. Almost clicked that again there. Right, here we go. Let's see. No. 5 and 5 every time. I always have the worst luck for this every time. And I'll go on Reddit and I'll see somebody that's unlocked them straight away by... Oh well. Right, what were we going to do next actually? I need to actually finish up my dailies here. I don't believe... Train 1 character. Has that come back? I thought that had disappeared for a while, that one. Kingpin is up to, let's see, 1000 health. So that's pretty nice. Train 1 character, who will I take up a bit here? About 3 million gold. I'll go for Doctor Strange. He's almost at level 6. I've not really thought too much about the rating of Ant-Man just yet. Yeah, minimum time without fail. Now that I've actually upgraded Doctor Strange, where is it? He's jumped up. Yes, there. No, we don't want to upgrade that. It's his special we've got maxed out anyway, for the 90% chance to flip the effects. Now, let me see. I think we've got Arena available at the moment. We've got Blitz tier 8. We can do some of them at 385,000 so far. Ah, okay, that makes sense, Arc. Yep, that does make sense. Let's see. Right. So go for my Surefire team here. So we've got the hand sentry, its ability for crossbones, and Yondu to get off their ults. Then you've got Kingpin with defense up that synergizes great. Electra you can actually change her for quite a few characters. A few can fit in there, but there you go. If you ever go up against a team, regardless of their power, if they don't have defense up such as this team, then it's a win. There's no way they're going to lose, and I'm confident enough to say that even in a live stream, that nothing's going to go wrong here. Nice and easy. I can't believe I only get 10 orbs there. It's really made me sad. Right, here we go. If you want me to up the speed to ×2 now, just do let me know. fact, we'll do that because we want to get through a couple of these tier 8 matches here. So we'll go for Rocket next. Iron Man's dangerous, but not as dangerous without Cap. And Sentry's just so good. We'll put the... He's actually got a fence up, so we'll put the fence down on him, hopefully. Yeah, it's going to take a fair bit of time to get him, look, which is a pity. I'll hit the orbs as much as I can, but I really didn't get a lot there, considering that was 450. So that was 400. Yeah, it's going to take a while to level them up. Maybe I do prefer unlocking characters through Blitz, if this is the alternative method. It seems very slow. Sentry's down, but it's not a problem. We've got crossbones. There we go. Fair amount of taunts on Drax there, so that's nice. Just been extra cautious here because I know I said this was a sure fire team to win. I don't want to look silly here. Wouldn't normally taunt up on Drax, but not Drax, even on crossbones, but he's got a fair bit of health anyway, so we'll go for it on him. Try and take down Iron Man soon. What's next? The only one time I've actually not been top 500, because I do hit Blitz really hard, and that's for every character. Like Bullseye and Punisher, I still aim for the maximum amount of shards, because even if they're max level, it will in time turn into the Ultimus shards. I think I'm up to something like 18 Ultimus shards now, so I'm getting there with them. Yeah, it was pretty tough. Man was almost wiped out at one point. I do think you want to go in with, it's quite a long match, so I would go in with Night Nurse if you can. So that was 26,000 points for that. I know, I'm just being selfish when I say about the top 500 for myself. From my own point of view, that I prefer it in that respect for unlocking characters. Because if you're leaving it down to RNG, was with the arena control of it, and if I want a character to preview them, I can absolutely cane arena to do it. With something like this event, it's just random, and you'll get people that have just started the game and they unlock the character day 2, and I'm sitting there wanting to unlock them to get a preview done and I can't. Let's see. Go for this one here because there's no defense up on any of these characters. Yeah, it's not hard at all to get 1 to 10%. It really isn't. So when they give you the second blitz on most characters, it gives you 40. That's easy street to unlock them, really is. I know quite a few Alliance members that will say they've not even really tried with Blitz during their current run and they'll still hit the 10%. That would be good. I'd rather get top 500, I think, maybe, because your Mega Orbs is only 50 shards, your top 500 is 100, and as mentioned, even if it's a character I've got at 7 stars, get the 100 shards from so that I could convert them to Ultimus Orbs. Want to place the fence down on Gamora if we can. Didn't apply, unfortunately. I don't actually know, Cray. I'm just... No, I was going to joke this, I'm just too elite to hit that range. But then somebody will quote me and say that's what I said. That was a joke. I don't know. I've genuinely got no idea at all. I know the top 500 is crept up to about 1.1. You get 2 Mega Orbs? Do you? Are you sure? If so, that's pretty nice. I thought it was just 1 Mega Orb you got. If you get 2 Mega Orbs, then I might pull back a little bit in some of them. It's all about that Crossbones ultimate there. Up until probably about it costs 50 per time, because I know a lot of people maybe have 3 teams. I only actually really have 2 at the moment that I'm working on. Right, let's see. So we want to avoid Kingpin. We'll go for the one with Luke Cage. Not really sure how he'll use his defense up, at what time he'll use it. If it'll be the same time as the defense up in the ultimates, but we'll give it a... Need to get a better seat for streaming. What changes Spidey and Crossbones? I know that Crossbones had the damage on his ultimate, that it's more consistent as it goes up per level, and as a result of that, I think at level 6 he's actually got a slight buff almost, but once you hit 7, as far as I'm aware, it'll be the same damage you would have got anyway. But it means in the short term, if I've read it correctly, he has got a buff. Spidey I'm not sure about. I think Spidey was the same actually, just with the skills, the way the damage works on them. Got Spidey up at 7-star 2 days ago, so I need to get his skills up and really give him a fair bit of testing. You do know going up against the Spidey AI, it can be a bit of a nightmare. So right now you've got defense up in 4 out of 5 characters, so I'm actually just going to hold off using the ultimate, even though myself I had the offense up there. Wait till all these characters have used their turn, and we'll take out Black Widow in case she speeds up. Only one, that's fine, no problem. Still keep aiming for top 500 then. 2 did seem a bit good, because what was it they were selling them for? Was it something like $40 they were selling them for? That would be a lot. $80 for getting 1 to 10%. Hoping to do change the top 500 to the top 1%, because of course as more people play the game too. And we're just auto-ing Luke Cage here. Yeah, it's nice once he's got all the buffs up on him, but you really do have to run him with another tank. Yeah, I've seen it mentioning about the second maintenance. Don't know if there's any kind of bugs or anything like that. Anyway, we can farm unlimited Ant-Man shard. I'll get an in-depth review for him done tonight. Let's see. Ah, perfect. Of course this is a commander, that means it's enemy AI, because no one would be running up at tier 8 with his power levels. Who would have power level of 153,000 with Iron Fist in Ronin? Here we go. This is where I'll get beaten, of course. If that happens, I'm uninstalling the game. I'm deleting my channel. Here we go. I'm actually going to do a video at some point soon looking at some of the worst characters in the game and how I feel they could improve. Something I'm quite looking forward to, because I've got some nice ideas for Iron Fist, how he could be much better, and it could tie in a little bit with the program, and it can tie in with, at the moment you've got his chi, and that it makes him, after they've got it the way like in the filler, in the program even, where his chi needs to build up, uses his ultimate, he gets a fence down to recharge his chi. I've got hopefully a better idea I'm thinking of for it, but I'll save it for the video, and I think it would be pretty fun. It's a little bit similar to Black Panther and his charge. I'll say no more than that. I'm hoping they do buff the bottom 5 characters I had that were tier 1 and tier 2, and the rest were tier 3, 4 and 5, which actually goes to show that overall the game's actually balanced pretty well. Yeah, they could do that with the healing on Iron Fist. I want to see the likes of dodge on him, because he doesn't, all he's got is his heal, whereas Iron Fist should be dodging attacks. So I'd want to see something, even if it's like 10% or so on. I'm not going to hit auto just yet, because I've not been concentrating here and I've actually took a little bit of damage. Yeah, Scientist Supreme. She was an interesting one. I'm trying to think. It was quite difficult to do the video for her, because she's quite complex in a way, and how you fix her is even more complex. But I think one of the things I was thinking of is that Scientist Supreme is all about the minions getting debuffs and flipping them. some of the minions are slower than her, meaning she can't flip them. To do would be get the minions all being faster than her, and also I was thinking of potentially if she puts slow on herself, she messes herself up. So I don't know, in some ways, could Scientist Supreme be immune to debuffs because she's wearing the mask? It means she, of course, she wouldn't be flipping any debuffs on herself, but being completely immune to them. Would that work? Let me know what any of you guys think. If that's a terrible idea, if it's game breaking, or could that maybe work there? There we go, we'll go for the same commander again, like many people do. And also bring in Modok. Bring in Modok, change it so that the characters are faster than her, so she can then use her turn to flip all the debuffs they put on themselves and make her immune to debuffs as well. Yeah, it may be a while before we get any kind of buffs. It's only really, I know we've got the likes of Punisher and Iron Fist that I did put in at tier 2, but it's only really the likes of Scientist Supreme and Ronin that are like really bad, useless characters, whereas the likes of Punisher, you can get use out of them. I believe they were saying that it's a lot more complex when they change about skills and how it can affect everyone else, so that it's not as simple as just tuning the damage up in someone as we would believe. Yeah, that man orbs are going to come in slow. It's going to take a while to get them. That was not good. That ability block there, I could end up losing this. This could actually be a tough match that I could lose. I need to concentrate now. I'll be using the... Yeah, I'll use it. It should still do a fair bit of damage here. It's not bad, not great. I'm actually maybe going to lose here. If I do lose here and you notice that the actual video of this stream isn't put up on the channel, then you'll know why. Delete it instantly. And if anyone says I lost here, I'll just say you're lying. Why did I do that on Daredevil? Chance he could dodge. I think we should be fine now though. Yeah, true. Nick Fury especially. How long has he been shown at the bottom there? I don't understand why they've... Generally when they add characters there, they're in the game a day or two later, but Nick Fury's been there since soft launch. And we're now being told that it might be shield you use to unlock him, which I don't think makes a great deal of sense because we use Spider-Man for that. Yeah, Groot's really not going to be far off at all, I don't think. Now, this one could be tough at this level, but if we lose it, then we're just dropping down to the bottom of tier 8 anyway, so it's not a disaster if we lose any of these matches here. Look at his kit, so I can't wait to get him in my Avengers team. Let's figure out who I need to drop. I think I would probably drop, it's going to be Thor or Hawkeye, because in my, I say Avengers team, I've got Quake in it as well. Quake, that's actually quite hard to choose now with Iron Man there as well, when I think about it. I would definitely have Quake, Black Widow and Cap. The remaining two, one of them has to be Nick Fury, so then that leaves you either using, let's see, Thor, Hawkeye, or the one I mentioned a moment ago that I can't think now, because it's getting late. Iron Man, yeah. I want to take out Thor first here. He can do a heap of damage if he gets his ultimate off. Rogue, how the heck would they do her in game though? Should be great, but no idea how that would work. It's a bit like Taskmaster, and that because she's got all the different skills, just make her have ranks. Nah, that was not good. Possibly get bet here. It was the worst option, the Hand Archer coming in there, because he stripped a lot of the taunts. and they've now got defence up at the worst moment for me. We've managed to do a few matches at tier 8 here though, so it's not a disaster if we drop down to the start of tier 8 again. Yeah, I would say Cable and Deadpool, you definitely want to put them together. Deadpool is more a high alpha, like Cable, but when you place the two of them together, let's see, that's actually counterattack. When you place the two of them together, that's when they move up to the lower Omega. It's the whole when you defeat the character on Cable's ultimate, the 70% speed bar fill, really nice. Yeah, that could be interesting art flicks. I don't know how it would work. It could be a bit of a game breaking change, but I like that idea. No worries, Maraki, thank you. Thanks for popping in. Glad to hear you enjoyed the Omegas videos. They were fun to do. Did love running through the trials. That was always good fun, trying to figure out builds to get through them. Yeah, Daredevil through it. He was tough. Took me about 2 nights to do. I think I'm potentially going to get beaten here maybe. Crossbones is almost down, so we'll use his taunt to get a little bit of health back and get the death proof on him. Taunt, death proof and counter attack. Maybe should use the basic there to put bleed on Luke Cage. Yeah, ability block from Rogue. There's so many. There we go, that's Cage down. Now if I fire here she will evade, so I'll actually do this. Infinity War content, yeah, that could be nice. You're at Thanos. Remember Thanos was going to be playable as a character, and I think his ultimate was going to be something like in 6 stages for each of the gems. Maybe that's why we're getting the maintenance again. It does seem really low, the number of shards and so on we got and the rewards. Hopefully it's tied in with that, and after maintenance we get a nice little extra. I think we're probably up to 100 points now. Oh, we're still on 50 actually. Let's get in our team. There we go, there's no defence up in that team, so we'll fight that one. I'll finish up soon because it's almost 12 o'clock here. Quite fun to go through the new content live as well. This will be my pre-holiday stream as well, away in the next few days on holiday, so that'll be good. But I do have videos already and good to go, so schedule them to release while I'm away. I can sit on the beach and relax, and the videos will be getting released. Got some quite good ones as well. Hopefully I wrote a list up in work of all the different videos I could work on, so hopefully I've got some nice ones that you enjoy. A fair amount of free to play ones. So I do realise that the kind of massive amount of the players that play the game are going to be free to play players. There's not many whales and dolphins and salmons. $50, that's bad. It's always when you need the shards though, every time when you need them. I thought that was sentry down there almost. When you need them you can guarantee they'll come in slower. I'll try not. I don't think there's any sharks or stingrays where I'm going. It's just in Spain we're going to, so that'll be good. Overdue a holiday. I'll send a picture or something like that while I'm there as well and put it in the community tab, and you can see me all be getting burnt. I can't even handle the heat here today, never mind on holiday, so it's going to be interesting. We'll taunt up, get him a bit more health back. It's getting a bit tighter these ones. Concentrating. The whole thing with the sun, of course you need to be careful with skin cancer, but if there was no sun that would be it. There would be no life, there wouldn't be us. We need the sun. always find that interesting when you think of these older civilizations that worship the sun, and it makes sense. Like the sun needs, all life comes from the sun really. We didn't have it, we wouldn't have life here, so it's like a god almost in a way, so it makes sense. If that's not a bit strange to be talking about in a stream with video game characters. Hey, paint roller out. Yeah, it sounds like an idea. Dropping the signs. I don't really, it's just random musings from me, things I think about sometimes. Thoughts going through my head and thinking, that makes sense maybe. I think it does though, definitely. Yeah, well actually, but it's essentially, with the size of the universe, it's something like every second a sun explodes, because there's so many of them that the universe is expanding, but I think it's also contracting as well. I don't know, this is probably too big a conversation for this late in a stream, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I did read that like every second or something a sun explodes, but there's just so many of them that we're alright for now. Marvel Science Force. Yeah, I think we'll be extinct in about the next 10-15 years, do we? Humanity's going, to be honest, sorry, never mind 1,000 or 1 billion or anything like that. Hey Johnny, good to see you. What are we going to do now? So we're up to 100 here. What I'm going to do, so we can drop down a little bit, because I do have my Avengers team to run, but I can struggle a little bit with them. Throw this match and put in a hopeless team to get back to tier 8, or the bottom of tier 8 even. I'm just looking forward to when it's like Mad Max. It seems awesome. I don't think I'll be that far off either. Have the Thunderdrome and stuff like that. I'm just autoing this one because I actually want to lose this particular fight, so we drop back down again. Oh no, Johnny, that's bad luck. Sometimes that happens though. If you drop down a tier, you then use a team potentially you wouldn't use because you're trying to conserve your charges, and you take a risk, and then you drop down again and you drop down again, so it's just not worth it. Sometimes you need to go, right, I've messed up, I'm going to use a good team to pull myself back up again, otherwise. So the AIM team actually looks really nice. I do like the visual style of them, but they just don't work unfortunately at the moment. Need MODOK in there to buff them. MODOK would be great, it's going to look awesome as well. I don't think they'll ever do them in the movies though. I don't think that would work. MODOK fighting Mr. Fantastic. That would be quite funny actually, wrapping his arm around him like a big ball. Alright, there we go. So we're at the bottom of tier 8, and we'll go in with the Avengers team. We're almost up at 600,000, so I'm happy enough with that. I'll hopefully be getting another 100 shards from Mordo and get him up to 5-star. They're both good, but the Tom Hardy Mad Max was incredible. I felt like I'd been on a roller coaster when I came out of the cinema for that one. It really was amazing. There's not many films I would say they're more of an experience than a film. Say just visually and everything that's going on in experience. You've got the likes of, I would say, like Avatar, Infinity War, Mad Max. They're experiences where you go in and you feel blown away when you come out, almost shaky when you come out of the cinema. Mad Max was that good. I loved it. You'll get there, Johnny. It's all just about increasing the power of your team and getting stronger teams, so it does definitely take a while. Right, this is the team I want to go in with. Tom Hardy was great as well, much as he didn't say much in it. Who do we want to go for here? Yeah, Fury Road was, yeah, it was just awesome. Really, really, really enjoyed it. Like I say, it's one of the ones that came out and I was like, wow. I don't think I breathed for the entire film. And it was a lot of films nowadays you get, let's say like the Transformers movies, where it's 2 hours non-stop action, but it didn't seem like you didn't become numb to it at all. If anything, the action just ramped up more and more and more, so the film got more tense. That was complete and utter masterclass. I think the guy that directed it, whose name escapes me right now, did he not direct Happy Feet as well? The animated one with the penguins? I'm pretty sure he did. I should know his name, and I do know his name, but I just can't think of it right now. For some reason I'm thinking of George Romero, but that's Night of the Living Dead and so on. If anyone types a name in chat, the minute they type it, I know I'll recognise it. Sherlock Holmes was pretty good fun. It was different. I preferred the second one. I thought the second one was much better. What was the name of the person that directed Fury Road then? Because he did do Happy Feet as well. George Miller? That's the one, isn't it? I'm sure that is. Miller. Yeah, there we go. Directing Happy Feet and Mad Max. Unbelievable. I was close. I got the George part right. I actually read today, I think it's been mentioned for a while, about Danny Boyle doing the next Bond film. I really loved Casino Royale. The two after it I wasn't too bothered about, but Danny Boyle's fantastic. Any genre he turns his hand to, he nails it. He's done zombies, he's done sci-fi, so I'm really interested to see what he does with Bond. We will stun Electra here. If I'm going off topic a bit too much, then let me know. There's only so many times I can tell you to use Crossbones and Kingpin and Blitz. Trainspotting as well, definitely. That's, what genre would that be? The Scottish genre? A Scottish documentary, to be honest. The nightclub where he meets the girl, Kelly MacDonald, and he meets in a Volcano nightclub in somewhere called Partick in Glasgow, and I've been in that nightclub, which was pretty great. So that's where he met the girl in it. Quite a lot of other places in it as well, I do recognise. Is Incredibles 2 actually out? I didn't realise it was out. That's good to know if it is. I need to see about taking the wee one to it. She'll like that. Yeah, definitely. That's what you call versatility. Sorry, and Happy Feet. That was nice and easy there. I think the DC EU's done. It's out for USA. I need to check the dates. We're actually not getting, in the UK, we're not getting Ant-Man and Wasp for until like I think it's like a month later or something to do with the World Cup. I'm not happy with that. And I just realised there, look, you can see Ant-Man in the background. I'll go back in and out. There he is. That's nice. Little touches like that. Right, hopefully it'll be an alright match. Yeah, why is it specifically Europe for the World Cup though? That doesn't make sense. Jared Leto playing Morbius could be interesting. We need to see Blade come back. It has to be Wesley still. Nobody else can play Blade. I really would have liked to see him come back in the Netflix shows. That would have been good. Who am I going for first here? Go for Yondu. Yeah, definitely. And DC just weren't patient. They tried to get what Marvel had to work for 10 years to get in, what, 1 or 2 movies? This doesn't work. Yeah, that Mummy film didn't work either. That was a whole series they were planning as well, and I think that's probably just canned. Let's see. He's only got a fence up. He's got speed up. We'll attack him. I suppose so. Great. Sucks though. Couldn't really care less about football. I want to see Ant-Man. But actually after this one I might have to wind up the stream because it's 5 past midnight at the moment. Yeah, we need Blade. Remember seeing Blade in the cinema and I didn't really know what to expect. I just knew it was a superhero movie and it opens with the, I mean maybe even I only knew it was a vampire movie, and it opens with the scene in the nightclub stroke abattoir, and wow, so good. It's a movie that for the first few minutes you're going, what the heck? It was great. Yeah, as I suspected, this is a nice easy match because Night Nurse isn't really doing a great deal here. Essentially 5v4. Blade 2 was good as well. That was Del Toro, wasn't it? Blade 2 was the one where he was doing lots of, I think, like wrestling moves and stuff like that, like pile drivers and so on. I'm pretty sure he done that. Like pile drivered somebody through, or not pile drivered, but he lifts them up and puts somebody in, slams back through the glass. Well, let's see, we'll speed up everyone. I'm going to hit auto, and then that's us. A suplex, that's the one, yeah. That was awesome. Suplexing a vampire. That's why Blade was the best. And Blade 3 wasn't great. Yeah, it would be interesting to see the kind of darker themes like Ghost Rider and Blade and Mephisto and stuff like that. That could be good. Right, getting a bit late here. So we got all the milestones with 1 day to go, so that's good. Yeah, I don't think he's a fan of it. Right, let's see. I think, what was the last thing that Wesley Snipes was in? Was it the Expendables? Been quite some time since we've seen him. 5 Quake. Don't actually need it because she's 7-star. So that gives me 90 of the Ultimus Orbs. Got 994. If we actually go to Ultimus, where is he? 19 out of 180, so I suppose I'm just over 10% in the way there for him, and it will speed up as more characters hit level 7. I've got quite a few at that. Only 10 shards there. So Wasp unlocks at 100 shards, same with Groot, so it's 3-star for both. The Joker on. I really don't know what they need to do with the DC movie universe, if they just need to restart it or what. I think the milestones are broken. I don't know if anyone else is getting this. I had this earlier. It still looks to be the same. That's what the maintenance could be for, actually, because milestones are quite a big part of the game. They appear to be broke at the moment. Challenges are all done, but someone did mention, yeah, they were tier 11, and of course I just recently done all the free to play videos on tier 8. That's typical. I need to redo them. Let's see how much gold you're getting here. An extra 5,000. Not really worthwhile. The Caprio Joker, directed by Scorsese. Be a joke. That cannot be true. 15 ability mats. No green ones. That's interesting. Not that we need green, but it's interesting they've actually dropped them out for that. There's no orange mats there. They're the ones that it looked like we needed, at least in soft launch, to upgrade to tier 7 for the active and tier 5 for the passives. Not a massive jump there, to be honest. That's going from 70 to 85, and then that's only going from 85 to 90. I need to keep an eye out for saying. I've still not seen, what's the one, Batman vs Superman or Justice League. Still not seen either of them. I think that is possibly, other than maybe might have some raid energy. I'm probably done. Enough raid energy for one match. There's a nice little new glow they've added in, I'm pretty sure. That's just sounds weird, Scorsese doing a movie like that. We'll do this raid and then that'll be me. I'm really starting to get stiff back from sitting here. Yeah, I don't think from what I've heard, I shouldn't bother with Justice League either. I really don't have a lot of time to watch movies these days, so I have to be quite selective about what I watch, and if I watch something and it's rubbish, I feel almost a bit annoyed. I'm like, this is one of the few nights I get to watch something, so I have to make sure if I'm guaranteed to enjoy it. Finished, I don't know if anyone else watches it, probably most of you don't, but recently finished The Americans. That was fantastic, that was worth a watch without a doubt. The season finale was great. It's a really good show. Really slow burn, but great show. Could be interesting, I suppose, Meraki, when I think about it, like Joker being portrayed as a gangster and so on. And I've got my nice little closing screen as well. Oh, I need to watch Luke Cage Season 2. Actually, I'll watch it on the weekend at work. We've got 2 monitors, so I can watch it in a second monitor if there's no managers in. Yeah, Sucker Punch had one of the greatest trailers I've seen in my entire life, and it was just terrible. It was strange and I felt conflicted. Like, visually it was incredible, but everything else about it was terrible, and I came out of the cinema and I was going, I don't know if I actually liked that. It was strange, it really was. Right, I think that is me, and I'm going to wind up the stream now because it's late here. We actually managed about 2 hours or something, so that's quite good. I was just looking to do a quick one, and we got through the Ant-Man event, showed off a bit of Blitz, so hopefully it has been helpful in that. And thank you again, Cray, for helping fund some of the refreshes there, and hopefully we'll get Ant-Man sooner rather than later as a result of that. Thank you, yeah, I'm hoping to have a good time. It's all inclusive, so I'll be having a fair few amount of beers and cocktails and what have you, definitely. And I'll come back and I'll do a live stream and you won't recognise me because I'll be really fat. You think, who's that guy? Who's eating Tony? Streaming all the new people that have tuned into stream for the first time, thanks for joining as well. And when I am away on holiday, I've got a ton of videos all lined up for you guys, so there'll be plenty of content for you to watch anyway. So thanks again, have a good one everyone, see you all later.